Why, hello there. You gotta be louder than that. Why, hello there.
Why, hello there.
A little better. Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. We're here to check out the NASCAR Hall of Fame. We've been here before. You were a little guy last time we were here, right? Little? I don't remember. How big he was. We used to come here all the time. We used to live in the area. No longer do. It's been a few years. We're gonna check it out. Let's go. Let's go. Standing here on the corner of South Brevard Street and East Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Here we have the NASCAR Hall of Fame. There's gonna be lots of race cars in here, lots of things to look at. We can't quite get inside. It opens at 10 a.m. this morning. It is approximately 9:50, which is a little bit early. Opened May 11th, 2010. It's been here for a while already. NASCAR. Here out front on the pavement, some paving markers here. A bunch of fans left notes. Lots of Dale Earnhardt, number 3. And we are in. So we opted for combo number 1. They have a bunch of different combos, ones that include food, things like that. We went for combo number 1, which was just admission and a simulator. And now we're going to come over here and we have to personalize, register our little cards here for the interactive exhibits. First things first, we gotta take a photo. Perfect. So it has you put your name in here. So I did randomly as first name, Randy as surname. So hopefully it doesn't do Randy randomly, or hopefully it goes randomly Randy. So I may have broken it. I don't know if that registered right, but I don't know. Let's go look at some race cars. Right as you walk in, we have this NASCAR 75th anniversary. Now, we have some cars here. We're going to look at some of these vehicles on display, but this walkway up top has cars on display, and then it'll actually have some examples of the banking of different tracks. We're going to look at racing through the years. So, racing on the beach. This is a 1954 Ford Sportsman. They actually used to race on Daytona Beach before the Daytona track existed. They actually would go up and down the beach. Well, they would go up the beach and then down the street in vehicles like these. Here we have a 1969 Dodge Daytona. This is the style vehicle that Buddy Baker broke the 200-mile-an-hour barrier at Alabama International Raceway, now Talladega. Got a rebrand, rename at one point there, but these cars were quick. As we proceed around, the cars are getting a little newer. We have a 1987 Buick LeSabre, and here's a 2005 Dodge Charger. This is when they start venturing more and more away from stock cars. Not that the other ones we were looking at are very stock, but ...2011 Chevrolet Impala, piloted by Tony Stewart. Here in the center of the main lobby where you enter, a little north, south, east, west, and then it indicates how far away certain racetracks are. Talladega, 319 miles. We were just talking about that one. Texas Motor Speedway, 952.
Riverside, 2065 Charlotte Motor Speedway. 6 miles that way. Can almost walk there. Las Vegas, I-80, Evergreen, Bristol, Hickory, all kinds of racetracks. Here at the High Octane Theater. Next showtime, approximately 6 minutes. We're gonna walk on in here, grab ourselves a seat, and check it out.
The sport that came of age on smooth speedways across America was born decades ago on the rough mountain roads of Appalachia.
After that quick film, we have Glory Road. I'm gonna showcase some different style vehicles. That convertible is scary. So this is pretty interesting. This little interactive piece here, you can pick each of these cars and then you can actually choose to look inside. And you have a little 3D view. You can check everything out. It's pretty neat. Here we have a 1977 Ford Pinto, modified, obviously. Here's a number 3 Donning Richard Childress. Go on to the car owner for the number 3 Dale Earnhardt. Most of these cars and trucks are quite clean, ready for the showroom. And we have this one. This one's a little beat up in the front. Here we have our first example of banking. This is 14 degrees. So it's a little hard to kind of show it. This one, not too bad. Slight slope, but nothing crazy. Good view up here of the cars. Also, when you come in, you can choose to opt to put your face and name on the board to introduce you. I broke mine. I meant to click yes. I think it's just showing my name as randomly. I tried to fix that and then it wouldn't redisplay the option. Here we have a late model vehicle, donning iRacing on the front. Now, these simulators are based off iRacing. We're gonna hop in those in a little while here. It's a little bit disadvantage. I have iRacing at home, so I fully expect to whip some butt. But we'll see. Here we have a former Kyle Busch M&M's vehicle. Does no longer drive for that team. That is a international vehicle. It's a 2021 Dodge Challenger. That's interesting. RP3 here is going to display the 33 degree banking. This is still not the steepest of the steep, but that's pretty steep right there. A little difficult to stand on that, isn't it, buddy? Woohoo! This is straight. To kind of give you perspective here, we're going to line it up crooked. Look at that lean. You look like Michael Jackson. All right, we're climbing up. Yes, this is 33 degrees. Whew. Quite difficult to stand up here. Are you gonna come do it again? Whew. How did I do it without the railing? Because I'm good. Here we have the induction hall here. So these are gonna be the most recent inductees. Over here we have a Dale Earnhardt stock car vehicle on display, but the inductee is not Dale. It is Edward Kirkland Shalberdine. Kirk, one of the crew members, worked with Richard Childress Racing for quite some time. He would have been one of the mechanics to help build this vehicle. And here are some items from his collection.
so many deserving pioneers in the sport, heroes in the sport, and all of them are not famous race drivers. It's other people that help carry them to that.
Along the sides here, they have the year and when they were inducted, all the Hall of Famers. We got Dale Earnhardt, Bill Jr., Bill France Jr., Big Bill. You can, on each of these, you can actually grab this phone and you'll have a little bit of audio. And after running out of room here, they did have to do a little bit of a smaller installation here where there's room for quite a few more years. Plenty of material in here. You can pick up each of these little listening devices. You could spend hours and hours in here. Here we have Matt Kenseth. And then we can also go out in the skybox here to get a nice little overview. You can just kind of sit and hang out in the skybox and check out everybody checking out Glory Road here. Lots of displays to look at yet, but we're going to go back here and we're going to qualify for the simulator. What'd you think? Hard? A little hard? A little hard. It's okay. We're gonna try the simulator now. It'll be okay. It'll be good. Just don't crash me. Better not crash me. Child is in the simulator now. She's driving. They're not quite racing yet, but she's driving. They're up on the big screen. All right, we are now tackling the simulator. RP3 is gonna get on the left side here. I'm gonna help him adjust his seat really quick. All right, we are inside the simulator randomly. It only shows randomly, no Randy. I'm a little close. I gotta scooch back here a little bit. Where's that adjustment? Oh, there we go. The steering wheel's hitting my legs. All right, we're gonna go racing here.
All right, randomly is a winner. Randomly is a winner. Come over here to see results section plan. If you bought any.
Not a big fan of the big digital dashes that they have nowadays. But technology. Here we have the pit challenge. Over here you get to do a little simulated pit stop. Want to compete? Want to race? We have some fire suits, different memorabilia. This is a piece of the Martinsville Speedway wall. We were at Martinsville earlier this year, but right here it states, using a technique he learned playing video games. Ross Chastain runs wide open against the wall. He broke the wall. It's an interesting trophy. I like that one. Little slot machine. This is a section of safer barrier wall that was removed from Texas Motor Speedway in 2008. So the safer barrier is a combination of this foam and this steel that's placed in front of the concrete here just to help absorb some impact. So this wall was actually damaged and broken when Michael McDowell hit it during qualifying. I remember this crash. I'm gonna actually insert it in here because it was quite a spectacular wreck. It was qualifying single car. He was all by himself on the track, just kind of lost it and nailed the wall. Hard impact. And right where he hit there, That's this section of wall. Right there. This whole section here dedicated to Martinsville Speedway. Martinsville is a great track. I said we were there earlier this year. It's a good time. One of the defining features of Martinsville is the trophy. You get a grandfather clock. This is the first clock right here, 1964. It's much larger nowadays. It's a full-size grandfather clock. Definitely some unique trophies for the victors, the winners of the race. This is Martin Truex Jr.'s race win from Sonoma. They're in wine country there. This is from Dover. Dover is a great track as well in Delaware. Been there several times. This is Miles, the monster. This is neat, this fuel pump from Iowa Speedway. And then here we have one of those full-size grandfather clocks. This one, April 23rd, 1995. Here we have the Busch Clash, which was in the Coliseum in Los Angeles. Talladega, Daytona, New Hampshire, we got a lobster. Definitely some neat trophies. And a surfboard here at Auto Club. Here we have a mock racing hauler. The Rolling Race Shop. Any tool you could want or need. We got plenty of workspace. Jurassic Park. Hey Rand, look, say hi. We got a microwave, you can make some meals. Look inside. Had nothing. There's nothing in there. I don't know why we're supposed to look inside. There's nothing in there. Here we got some electrical equipment. Different coil springs. All different tracks, you need different setups where you need to change your springs. Look at this toolbox. And the ceiling's a little low. I can touch it here because the race cars get stored up top there. Here we have the lounge, a little relaxing area that we can spend some time. This is a shock dyno right here, so this actually will test the shocks. Here we have some more trophies, some duplicates of ones we've seen already. Look at this one, Las Vegas, got a championship belt. And then fire suits to the ceiling. There's multiple levels here. We're going up to the top floor. I believe it displays some history and some other things up on this level. I am a sucker for some then and now. So we got some interesting examples here. So these would be the helmets. Quite a difference there. This is gonna be spotter equipment nowadays. That's what they used to have right there. You change your tires with that. Now you got a pit gun. The trophies, I mean, you can tell this is an older trophy, but a trophy's a trophy. And we got for the fans in the stands, we got these seats compared to the old wooden bleachers. There are a lot of short tracks that still have some old wooden bleachers. Got a ticket here from 2015 Daytona and a ticket from 1950, the first annual 500-mile auto race. And now, even nowadays, the tickets are most likely digital. Got press passes and a steering knuckle.
Driver returned from Motorville, France, saw a future in stunt car racing. France wanted to bring racing to a higher level for everyone involved.
He had a racing shirt.
Over here we have the Silver Bullet. It's actually funny. That's the name of one of my race cars. I always name all my vehicles, and one of them is the Silver Bullet. A little hard to see because of the reflection here, but we have a little setup distillery and illegal moonshine setup. NASCAR, its roots goes back to the moonshine era. They would run the shine from the law. They had to soup their cars up to outrun them. And then they started racing them. Because what else are you going to do with a fast car? Quite the collection of past trophies. And past team equipment. Here we have a cutout section of a start-finish line, but there's nothing designating the track that it's from. Possibly Darlington, with the way this racing surface is. Possibly Darlington. I don't really know. It could be anything. It doesn't say. What the heck? Lots and lots of things on display, and then we're gonna go in the spotter ball over here. Right here, 76 spotter ball. This is where the spotters would sit. Looking out these windows.
Hey, John.
Official pace car on this side, so we have a cutaway. It's half and half. This side would be a stock vehicle, a Toyota. We have some steering wheels to compare. I'm sure it bothers other people as well, but it is absolutely terrible that that one on the right, the race car one, that Toyota emblem is not the right way. It's upside down. But so here is a stock production passenger vehicle on this side. And then as we walk around, there's a split down the center, and it turns into the NASCAR version of the stock car. Same thing, a comparison of seats. I've been watching the leaderboard for a little bit now. It saves 50 of the top times from the day. We went one time so far, and I'm right there, number one. 39.119. This Joey guy, he's been trying over and over and over. He's getting close. He's at a 39.18. He's getting close there, but still the top with one try. Little simulators are fun. They don't move or anything like that, but the audio rumbles pretty good. Seat bounces a little bit from the audio, but it's a good time. Fun stuff. And another example of the street car versus the racing version. This is a 1992 Pontiac Grand Prix. Just some subtle differences. Racing is a dangerous sport and always will be, but it is amazing how far they have come with technology, seats, restraints, helmets, the car itself. It's crazy stuff. And over here, we're gonna step back in time. Former NASCAR shop. Don't look anything like this anymore. Very high-tech facilities. And one more comparison. Look at this. So we got street car versus race car. This is going to be interesting because this is when they truly were stock cars. So they would take a production car and then they would modify it to be racetrack worthy, if you consider that at the time. Not much difference. Got some lettering. The tires, of course, different. Lettering on the sides. The interiors, we're going to see the majority of the difference here, just because it would be stripped down, the exhaust coming up through. Very simple. Very simple. Don't change much. It's crazy. This photo was actually taken down in Florida. This was the meeting that officially would sanction NASCAR. We got some of the big boys here. We got Bill France Sr., Raymond Parks on the right, Bill Tuthel on the left, Red Vogt, Red Byron, Whelen Hall of Champions. So these are NASCAR smaller divisions, such as the K&N Series, Whelen Modified Series, Advanced Weekly Series. All NASCAR sanctioned in honor of Phil Kurz, Vice President of Motorsports, Whelen Engineering, all the way up to the main divisions, Cup Series, Xfinity, Camping World. We have all the champions. Big stretch of Jimmy Johnson there. Other than that, pretty diverse in names. Some multiple repeat winners, of course. Lexington Fire Department, Community Paramedicine Team. Some former champion trophies. 1950 sportsman class. Things were called a little bit different back then. Benny Parsons. Belt buckles, rings. Here's a full example of a Cup car. Joey Logano's ride. This is a 2022 Next Gen vehicle. Over here we have the powertrain. So we got a Ford V8. Drive shaft goes back to the rear end here. Now these next gen cars used to be a transmission bolted onto the engine itself. Now we actually have a transaxle back here. It's a 5-speed transaxle. A little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. And then over here, we have the actual chassis itself. The full roll cage. There's the front clip cage itself. These things are built quite sturdy nowadays. Even back to where the fuel cell is contained right into there. It's very interesting. Quite some time ago, I went to the NASCAR Technical Institute. That's where I went for vocational school after high school. And these beasts are very different than what I learned about. Very. Here's an interesting example of the aerodynamics where you can learn about. So you can actually remove pieces like the front splitter here, and it changes the airflow. Just like the spoiler back here. Let's take this off. See how the airflow changes. Learning. Your RP3 found out that if you pick these little tablets up, it'll do a little bit of augmented reality and kind of explain, and it'll show the workings of the pistons and the valves and the valve train and everything. That's pretty cool. That's neat. Some guy named Bobby beat me. We gotta go back out there. I think we beat Bobby. I got my phone out. It cost me some time there. Pure domination. I beat Bobby. I got him. There we go. We beat Bobby. We're back on top with a 39.077. Take that, Bobby. Here we got Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. We enjoyed our time here, but like all good attractions, you need to exit through the gear shop. To check out the gift shop here. Look at these little guys. RP3, did you see this guy? Dude. It's a sloth. It's a Hall of Fame sloth. We're not done looking at the cars yet. We got some NASCAR Hall of Fame race cars in here as well. Lots of t-shirts, merchandise, all kinds of stuff. Here we got some die-cast tractor trailers, Lego Technic, some more shirts over here, racing jackets, these panorama photos of the tracks. Michigan, that's where we just were racing out on the simulator. Here we got a little magnet for the NASCAR Hall of Fame. A few different options. We're gonna go with this guy. I don't typically record inside restrooms. I can think of one other time that was pretty neat at Nickelodeon Studios where there was slime tiles still on the floor, the old Nickelodeon Studios. But here in the restroom, we got all the racing flags. And then a checkered flag over here down by the toilets. I guess that's because you're done. And that was it. Look, we got a sloth. There's a sloth jumping up and down here. That was fun. That was a good time. It's pretty much the same since the last time we've been there. It has been updated with the newer generation vehicles, things like that. That was a good time. What'd you think? Good. Good. It was good. If you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. We do lots of filming locations, travel videos, and random things like this from time to time. And until next time,
be good, have fun, and learn something.
You heard it.